From the top of the world to the bottom of the map, coming from a world where no witches are allowed, here's your favorite show, Grassy Wednesdays! Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Grassy Wednesdays, the weekly show where we cover all your green gaming needs. Yes, a big break. I missed a couple weeks of this series, and I did not release a Grassy Wednesday for a while. I'm sorry about that. It is not my fault. I have been sick, in case some of you did not know. And my Minecraft sounds are kind of loud because of the rain and everything, so I'm going to lower that. I have been sick and I had pneumonia, so that is why I was not able to. If you want more details about this, just check out my latest Let's Play video. Well, the latest Let's Play video that I posted at the time that I'm posting this, which is episode 36, in case you're watching this in the future and you want to know which Let's Play video that is. It's episode 46. I talk about this in greater detail in that. But yes, I have been sick for 3 weeks, biggest sickness I've ever had, and because of that, I wasn't able to make a Grassy Wednesday. I am kind of okay now. I'm like feeling almost normal. The only thing that remained is a small cough, and I really hope that I'm not going to cough while making this. This is a special episode. Because I missed a couple weeks, I wanted to finish this series for a while already. And I wanted to finish removing the mycelium for a while already. And I think there is just, like, we're close enough that I can finish this in one run. So that's what I'm going to try to do today. I'm going to try to finish the whole Grassy Wednesday series in this episode. So this might be a long one, 1 hour or more. So just sit back, relax, take a snack, and enjoy the podcast. You can even play your own Minecraft while I do this, or something like that. That's what I do this series for. It's like a background thing, because all I'm doing really in this series is just removing grass like this. Well, removing mycelium and placing grass occasionally. I have so much grass because of what I did last episode with the beaches. I got so much grass off of that, so I can actually place the grass as I'm removing this for this part anyways, with a couple stacks that I brought with me. I must admit that I recorded a full episode of Grassy Wednesday and never released it. So some of the progress I did will never be shown on camera, and that is because the whole audio got corrupted. Basically, I was recording something earlier than that. It's not really corrupted. I was recording something earlier than that Grassy Wednesday, and I was recording that Grassy Wednesday with Gigi. And the recording I did earlier that day, I did not have recording computer sounds checked into my Camtasia recorder. So basically, I recorded a one-sided conversation because the whole episode was just me talking. No sounds of Minecraft, no sounds of Gigi's voice, just me talking to myself. So I decided to not release it. And apparently, the progress I did while doing that episode got reverted because the mycelium spreaded. Apparently there was a ghost block somewhere. I absolutely love those. I left a ghost block somewhere, and this whole place, like after this wall, this whole section here, I did. And now it's all back to be mycelium. So this is going to be a little bit of a pain to remove again, because I basically did this before, and now I have to do it once more, but I need to do it, so what do you want me to say? While I do this, we can talk about a couple of things. Again, I have some subjects to talk about for this episode, and one of the subjects is the future of Minecraft and the 1.11 news and snapshot, because there has been a snapshot at the day that I'm recording this. It is the 10th of August 2016, and it's a Wednesday because, well, we're recording Grassy Wednesday on Wednesday. Does it surprise you? Well, I do admit that sometimes we record them on other days, but that's just because I did a mistake and did not manage to get it out the day I wanted, but usually it's on Wednesday. And on Wednesdays, recently, Mojang has been releasing their snapshots. I don't know why they release them on Wednesdays all the time, but they do. And they released one today, and it's the first snapshot of 1.11. And no features, really. Well, they said there are no features in this snapshot. I would contradict that. There is one feature, or something that I would consider as a feature, and it is the fact that when you throw a splash potion to a creeper, and then the creeper explodes, it's going to put a lingering cloud of that potion effect. So, you know the lingering potions by now, probably. The potions that you get by the end breath of the Ender Dragon. So when the dragon does its, like, fire-ish purple magical thingy to you, you can get it in a bottle. And you can use those bottles with the dragon's breath to brew potions, and the potions will be lingering potions, and the lingering potions are potions that you can throw on the ground like Splash, but instead of just giving the effect to everything in the area, it's actually going to put a cloud of that effect, like speed for example, and every time you walk into that cloud, it's going to give you that effect, and also going to reduce the cloud a little bit. Over time, the cloud also depletes and will disappear. So that's kind of cool to have, especially like a healing lingering potion is really good. Like if you're a group of friends, you can just run into it with your friends if you're in a dangerous position and heal everyone up basically. So that's like, it has like some cool PvP applications and stuff, but mainly it is super hard to get because of the fact that it is used with the end breath. There has been some farms or some people making it easier to gather. Like, for example, Elrich MC. I hope I'm saying his name right. He's a Spanish YouTuber that has made a way of getting the end breath easier in his survival Let's Play. Basically what he did, he put a whole bunch of minecart chests into the end, and he used the fact that... Oh, no. Are you kidding me? I fell. That's great. Well, I have to get back up this. Did I lose some stone? Yeah, I did. Great! This is freaking great. Can I get that? Yes, I can. And then go back up here. And then get back up here and just pillar up like this. Hopefully this should... That's what I don't like about the Elytra. If you don't click at the right time, it can just send you fly without you agreeing to go flying. Because if you're just falling a tiny bit... Oh, it's sunny again. Yay, rain's gone. If you press the Elytra button while... what was I going to say? If you press the Elytra, the jump key, while you're falling, it will activate your Elytra and just send you go flying and bye-bye. So, I don't like that aspect of it, but usually, like, when I want to fly, it's really easy. By the way, it's kind of off topic, but when you do this, when you run with the Elytra, it gives you a big boost when you hit the ground. So you can actually run really, really fast with the Elytra. I use that a lot when I run around my island to get to places faster. I don't know if on ice you could even go faster with that. I would need to try that. That would make a really cool myth to test or something like that. But what was I saying before? Oh yeah, the 1.11. So creepers, when they explode, when they have a splash potion or like any potion effect, but in survival, the only way you would get a creeper. A potion effect would be with a splash potion. It's going to create a lingering cloud of that potion effect. And that can be very interesting for map making, because you can make custom mobs. For example, a spawner that creates creepers that have the wither effect. The creepers will die over time. But if you go close to one and you let it blow up before it dies naturally, it's gonna let a wither cloud at its feet, hurting you after the explosion. So you could create very, very deadly mobs with that. Actually, that would be good for like a super hostile map or something like that, now that I'm thinking of it. So that's like the only feature that they put into the snapshot. The main thing that they put is just simply bug fixes. They just fixed a whole bunch of bugs. And the one I could say that's like the most surprising and earliest bug, and I'm saying earliest because of all the bugs that they fixed in the snapshot, it's the bug that has been in the bug tracker for the longest that they fixed. It is the fact that when an anvil drops onto a block, if the anvil breaks in the same time as it falls, it doesn't make any sound. It just disappears. When an anvil falls on a block and it doesn't break, you just hear clunk. But when an anvil falls onto a block and it breaks instantly, you won't even hear any sound. So that makes it that if a player is high and trying to get you with an anvil and he misses, if you don't see the anvil and it just explodes behind you, you won't even hear. And I saw that in Minecraft Season 3, I think, when Etho was above Beta Below and trying to drop an anvil on him when he was into his castle, and the anvil fell and broke and killed his pigs. The saddled pig that he had with him. And the pig just exploded. And that's literally what the guy said. They said the pig just exploded because the anvil just disappeared. They didn't even hear the anvil sound. So now the anvil actually makes a sound when it explodes. And that's just a small thing in the game that was like a funny aspect that really didn't make sense for a while. And now they're just adding a sound to it. So I didn't actually test it yet, but it was just listed into the list of things that they did change. They also did a couple of things with translations, and they fixed some nasty bugs that the latest updates added. In instance, the bug that when a passenger entity has an entity on its back, and you unload them client side, they're going to get dismounted when you get back, but just visually. And that makes it that when, like, a villager, for example, is into a minecart, and you send it riding on its way, and then you chase it from a distance, the minecart can be empty when you arrive. Even though the villager is actually inside of the minecart, it's only client side. But it has been something that people have complained about, and including me, because if you don't remember Chicken Nuggets, he was floating above for a couple, for actually just one episode. Inside of the tunnel area I got there, above the bridge. And he was floating there, and when I would reload him, he would get dismounted off of the chicken. And it was really annoying and really weird to see, so I'm glad that bug is getting fixed. Talking about chicken nuggets, I really need to get another chicken jockey one of these days there, because it was really funny to see that above the bridge. I need to find how he died, and I need to make sure that doesn't happen again first. But it would be cool to have a chicken jockey there sometime again. I'm having so many ideas for Minecraft recently, because I took a big break of it, because when I was sick, I was just like, whoa! What the heck? One thick? Really? Man! Oh, poop! I need to get back up there. Ah! Okay, I did not expect that to happen. Let's use our bow and get... Oh, the sun is setting. That is bad. Because when the night falls, I want to move to a new region and start removing some mycelium there because it doesn't spread during the night. So I want to take advantage of that. Let's try to get back up there by shooting myself. There we go. Perfect. That actually worked a lot better than it usually does. Usually I fail a lot when doing that. Where's the one thick area that I fell through? Here. This is the hole that I fell into. I need to plug that like that. Perfect. I really don't want that to happen again. But another thing about the future of Minecraft that I wanted to talk about is the whole idea of the cross-platform. It seems like recently, Mojang has adopted Minecraft PE as their main platform, their favorite platform, the platform that they work the most into. When they add really cool stuff, they always add it to PE first, recently. Now they're like kind of going back to PE and PC. Oh, I don't have any more grass. That's a bummer. I want more grass, and I will need to go down to get it for this area. But before we do that, we should take advantage of the night to remove some of the... Yeah, this is like the end of what I did last time. So that's why I'm like basically just removing and replacing where I'm doing, because as you can see, yeah, this is where it spread everywhere, because this is already one layer below, so I don't need to dig another layer below that even. And this is where I need to remove the new mycelium. I really need to check for ghost blocks, because those are usually what makes the big spreadings again. It's kind of like in Terraria. Now I can say this now because I've been in Terraria and tried to remove some of the corruption or crimson. It's kind of like if when you forget to remove one block, and then later a whole cave gets back corrupted in Terraria. That's kind of, I can say, a good example of how I feel this is with the ghost blocks. Except the ghost blocks are actually worse, because I don't miss them. I just don't see them. A good way of preventing them would be to log back into the game at some point just to check for ghost blocks. At least I discovered that I can right-click them with anything. At first, I thought I needed to place a block into them to fix them. And now, I realize that I can just right-click them with my shovel to get them to appear again. And I need to remove all of this. The hilliness of the terrain makes it really hard to remove the blocks easily. Usually when it's like flat ground, it's a lot easier than this. And I can just remove a whole area in no time. But with the... Not a torch. With the hilliness of the terrain here, it's kind of a pain in the butt to do this. I hope to get back to flatter ground soon. And that. And that. And that. And that. And that. But... where was I? Oh yeah, the Minecraft updates and cross-platform. I am not a fan of the idea of making cross-platform for everything. And here's why. Because the PE has diverted from what I think Minecraft should be like. For like a bunch of aspects. PE has done things that like were... At first I thought if PC could get the features that PE has, for example, the ameliorated swamps, the dead trees, and just small things the PE had that I was like, would be pretty cool on PC, yeah? But recently, they had done things that I really, really, really don't want to see on the PC. If they put that into 1.11, I don't know if I'm going to update to the new updates. I might stay in 1.10, depending on what's coming in the game, because quasi-connectivity has been removed in the PE. And I was so surprised that they actually did it, with how many redstoners said that it was a bad idea to remove. Because everything, all piston doors, everything with pistons, all flying machines, all bud switches, everything in the game, like with redstone, depends in some way on some form of quasi or quasi connectivity. And without fear, they got rid of it on the PE. And now you have to directly power all pistons. And I'm not against the idea, because I must admit that the system that we got going on right now isn't very intuitive, especially not for new players. Like, where's the logic into pistons powering each other without even, like, being rigged up to redstone just because they're touching? It doesn't really make sense. But it has been that way since Minecraft had pistons. And everything that people made uses these things. So then they just go and they just get rid of it. And that's not going to encourage, first of all, us PC players to move to the PE. Although, I already did consider trying out the PE myself on like a survival world or something. Just for the fun of it, to see how's the new redstone mechanics really going to change the game. And can I get used to it? But I know in like a couple episodes ago, I was talking about change, and I was talking how it's a big problem that we have in the world today, that people don't like change. Well, I am pretty open to change, but in this case, the redstone system we got going on right now in Minecraft has been like this for way too long, I feel. And I don't like that all the people that built everything in their world, like all the big Let's Players, will have to redo everything because all the systems will be broken. It's like, when I think about this, like, PE got pistons added to the game. They didn't even have them added. So people that had worlds already won't have anything broken because the pistons were not even in the game before the update that added them in the same time as they added them without quasi-connectivity. But for the PC, we already have pistons. And we already have our worlds with all the things the pistons are used for. So will we really have to rebuild everything? And like fix everything? That's gonna make a lot of people create new worlds if a big change like that has been added to the game. Kinda like what happened when the 1.8 Inventor update got released. I can say this is like a really close enough example to that. The 1.8 Inventor update added a lot of things that basically changed the game so much. The hunger system was added. Sprinting was added. Endermen were added. The end was added. Wait, actually, no, the end wasn't added. That was added in a few... That was added, I think, in a 1.0, if I'm not mistaken. But it changed the game a lot. And for people that played beta, where you eat food to regen health, and Endermen were added, and at first they could pick up any block. It was not balanced like it is today. So they were breaking everything. All mob systems were broken because of Endermen. And that's the only thing that made Etho, I'm going to use him as an example again, quit his Let's Play and switch to a new world. Well, he didn't quit his Let's Play, but he basically switched to a new world for the only time that he did because it broke so much in the game. And he said that the only thing that would make him change to a new world again would be a really big change like that into the game again. Something that would break everything. And that's what I see that the quasi-connectivity being removed would do. It would be another big break everything thing for technical players. I mean, if you're not using pistons, it won't be anything for you. But for technical players, it's kind of a nightmare that we see this coming. And they said they would do cross-platforms. So now I'm thinking, what's going to happen? Are they going to remove quasi-connectivity from PC? Probably. Or are they going to add it into PE? I doubt it. So I think we're pretty much certain that it's going to go away. We just don't know when. And I am not really excited for that change. Everything that Minecraft did, I'm kind of like okay with. And I even like all the changes that they do. But this, I'm not supportive of it. And if they do something like this, I'm probably gonna either have to create a new world or update everything into my current world or stay into the version that I am into and stop updating or something like that. But thankfully, since I know this early enough, I am kind of prepared for it. I did not create a lot of stuff with pistons because I am ready for something happening with the pistons. What do I do next? I removed everything in this region. That's gonna be a little pain to remove. Now it's back to this area. I like... Oh yeah, I need more grass. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do everything into one episode. I'm going to try to finish this episode, but this might be a kind of really long one, depending on how it goes. Let's take a couple more grass blocks. Put the mushrooms in there. And since we have the time, I can even go and deposit the mycelium that I have into the mine. So I'm going to do that. And just run over there. This is the kind of, this is exactly a good example of the elytra running that I talked to you about. I'm doing it right now, this thing. So that's... I really would like to be able to fly into this tunnel. Oh, I kind of did it there. I always hit my head on the ceiling when I do it. I should raise the ceiling to be able to fly down properly. But that would be a really big project. So that's something that I don't know when I will do. If I do it, where's the mycelium chest? Oh yeah, that's full. So we need to put the mycelium on top like this. And that's going to be added to the storage over time. So now we need to get back up there and continue what we were doing. But as I was saying, I like the idea of one region of the mycelium removing being the one that we do in the day. The one that we replace the mycelium with grass. And the second one being the one that we do at night. It makes it kind of easier, in a way, to get up there. I really hope that I'm not going to have any trouble. Let's get to our, like, launcher spot. I realized that the launcher thing that we got here is pretty good if you want to start with the elytra without launching yourself. But it makes me go way too fast, and the arrows are behind me when I go like that. So that doesn't work. I need to, like, do this if I want to be able to shoot myself. That is what happens most of the time. Sometimes it never launches you. Like, you just shoot yourself and doesn't do anything. I don't know why. I think it's maybe because I have fire. Not fire, yeah, I have fire. Flame on my bow. And for some reason that's messing with flying. I don't know how. Like, what the heck happened there? It, like, launched me way after I shot myself. I don't get it. And just for you to know, kids... No, never mind. Well, okay, I'll say it. I was going to say, don't shoot yourself to fly. It doesn't work in real life. But I don't know why. I think that's just a stupid joke. I can't do it. I don't know why it doesn't work. Like, it just doesn't launch me. There we go. I don't understand the logic of this, but... Oh, I'm almost dead. There we go. I don't know why it, like, takes a while of shooting yourself, and then you're, like, get launched straight up after a while. I don't get the logic, but heck, there are a lot of things in life that I don't get the logic of, so that's just another on the list. Oh, whoop. There we go. Another thing that they put into the 1.11 update is they're gonna apparently they already did this, but hunger, well, saturation lasts a lot longer than it does right now, because right now you eat steak for running. Like, look, I just ate and now I need to eat again. It's basically like unrealistic how much you have to eat for what you do in the game. And they're going to make that the whole fighting in the game is not just eating anymore. But that's also bad, because eating grants you regeneration effect kind of thing, because of the way that eating makes your heart, when your saturation is full, makes your hearts go 4 hearts a second. And that's not going to be able to be used as much because of eating being something you can do less often, because your hunger will last longer. But heck, it's a sacrifice I'm willing to have, because I really think and I agree that the whole game is just making you eat so much. It's crazy. But it's kind of one of the part of the challenge of Minecraft. Like, one of the things that you have to do in survival is to find a reliable source of food, even though these days you can just make a chicken-erator and just get like automatic chicken delivered to you. And it's not as hard these days to get food as it used to be, like back in the beta days when you had to chase for a pig. You had to find wild pigs and kill them to get pork chops. And pigs were the only animal in the game that dropped food. And the pork chops were 0 to 2, which means that you could find a pig and kill it and not get any meat, which didn't make sense at all. Now it's 1 to 3. They changed it, but back in the day it used to be 0 to 2, and that was very, very bad for the fact that you could like not get food easily at all. But the fact that you didn't have a hunger bar made it so the only reason why food was important in the game, really, was because of you eat and it regens your health. And that was the only way to regen health back then. So, because of that, food was also non-stackable, and the game was just really, really different back then. In a way, I think they were like 2 Minecrafts. Like, Minecraft 1 was like beta 1.7.3. And then Minecraft 2 is today. Because the game just changed so much in that time. It's crazy. Not really something that I planned into the episode. But I have to give a little shout out. Well, not necessarily a shout out, but just like, I just want to share this with you guys. But sometimes I just find Let's Plays of Minecraft that I just find that are really, really good. And you guys probably know that I'm a fan of Etho's Let's Play. I talk about him enough. I watch his main Minecraft Let's Play since like a year or so. And he's like my favorite Let's Player of Minecraft that I ever really found. But now I found another one that's like kinda even in a competition of like what I think is the best. Because this one is just so good too. And I've been binge watching this Let's Play like almost like I never really did before. ZStow's Let's Play. ZStow's Minecraft Let's Play. If you guys didn't check it out yet, I can tell you it's in the list of the best Minecraft Let's Plays there are on YouTube, in my opinion. So, check it out. There are not many that are that good quality and that good commentary, and just the fact that every single episode leaves me with like a feeling of satisfaction. It's like, it's always good. I don't know how to say it. I just love the Let's Play that he made, and the fact that he's in old Minecraft, and the memories of that, and it's just really, really, is my style of Let's Play to watch. And he plays so not like me, and it's kinda more entertaining to watch that way, because when someone plays just like you, it's not so fun to watch because they can't really surprise you. They can't really, like, do things. Like, if someone is just, they just play like you, it's not, I don't know how to say it. It's just better, I feel, to watch someone that's playing differently than someone that's playing too much like you. And Zisto, I swear, he surprises me every single episode with what he does. So check him out if you didn't already. I might even put a link in the description if I can remember, because it's just one of the best Minecraft Let's Plays that I think there are on YouTube. So check it out if you want a good time watching. I'm sure he will provide. So that's for that. And since this series, this whole Grassy Wednesday thing, might end in this episode, I've been thinking of what will be like a new series. What would be something that I could start after ending this? Not necessarily to replace it, but just something just to add new things to my YouTube channel playing. And I've found a game. I've found a way to record Wii games with like my recording setup and just like a slight modification to the system. I found a way to record Wii games, and that really excites me because my favorite game, I would say computer, but since it's a Wii game, it's not computer. But my favorite like video game of all time is on the Wii, and I'm actually able to record it now. So I'm going to start a whole new series on that, a whole new game of that, and it's a game I've played for more than 100 hours. So it's kind of sad to just like start a new game after all that progress. But at the same time, I'm quite attracted of the idea of just starting fresh and on YouTube with commentary. So I really want you guys to see that game and to share that game with you, because it's not really, I would say, like it's not a typical game. It's not like it wasn't one of like the most popular games of its time. And it's like a kind of old now, like I would say 5 years or something for the second game of that series that was released like 5 years ago. Yeah, I think something like that. So it's kind of old now, but I want to share it with the people that would like to watch it, because it's one of the games that really, I would say, was a big thing in my gaming history, and with like my development into video games, and just it was incredible the first time I played that game. It was just magical, and I want to play it and revive that experience again, to play it like I played it the first time, but this time I'll play it on YouTube, and it should be fun. I don't know if I should say the name of the game yet or not. I think I'm going to leave that as a surprise. But that's a series that should hopefully start in the next week. I already talked about in my Let's Play that I want to start a new series. What am I doing? I'm an idiot. I have been doing the thing that I should do in the day, and it is in the night. I need to get up there. That's what I need to do next. I need to get up here. Whoops. Stupid efficiency and haste. Instamine. Let's do this. And then let's get up. Just like this. And we're up. I am quite surprised I haven't coughed yet. I don't want to knock on wood, but I'm coughing here and there like the whole day. And that's basically the main reason why I don't want to record large recordings, because I'm afraid I'm going to cough too much. But it seems to be alright right now, so if I cough, I'll probably just edit it out anyways, but it's easier for me for the fact that I don't do it. And I can say it doesn't surprise me that much, because my cough has already been getting better over time. Like today, I can say it's like the day I'm coughing the least, since I was sick, but still, it has been like more than a week that I've just been coughing, and it's time, I think, for it to stop. That's done there. I never thought that removing the mycelium off the Mushroom Island by hand would have been this much trouble, like this much work when I started. I can't say it's trouble, but it's work, that's for sure. It's time, and I could do this a lot more efficient. I could just place water everywhere. That's like what people do usually when they transform Mushroom Islands. They just place water, and they, I think one person on the Minecraft forums a couple years ago, sorry, gave a challenge out to people to transform a Mushroom Island by hand, and then to post some pictures. So I might do that, because I never thought when I saw that challenge that it was something that I would do. I saw that and I was like, what the heck? This is crazy. I'm never gonna do this. See? See? Ow! It's somewhere here. There it is. That's the ghost blocks I'm talking about, and that's the cause of the whole thing getting back to mycelium. So that's what I have to watch for and make sure that doesn't happen. I've gotten too comfortable with just removing a lot of mycelium and then just going to do other things in my world and not even checking on it when it grows to grass. And that's very bad, because the whole thing gets transformed while I'm just like doing other things and I don't even notice. This is like quite the cliff. This is quite the cliff. Yeah, we can do this. We can do this in this episode, I'm pretty sure. We are like on the last bits of mycelium. This is like the last big place to remove. I really want to do this before the sun goes up. I want to do as much of this as I can. That block. There we go. And just do all of this. Oh my gosh. This is like, I'm feeling like I am on a race against time right now. That's why I'm not talking much, because I'm just trying to remove as much as I can before the sun goes up. That'll be grass, just to, why not? To start the spreading of grass against this mycelium. This invading mycelium already. And it's not even like a bad looking block. It's just because I love the properties of the biome, of the mushroom biome. And that's why I wanted to establish here. To have a good looking biome, like a big island paradise. That's what I wanted to try to make here. With the properties of the mushroom biome. But for that, to make my paradise, I have to remove all the mycelium. And that's why I started doing this in the first place. Oh my gosh. I am never going to do this in time before the sun goes up. I'm just going to try to do as much as I can, because once the sun goes up, it's going to start spreading again. And that's going to be very bad, because then I'm going to have to wash like everything. Oh my gosh. I should not have started working on all these areas in the same time. Because now I have to try to race to finish them. Let's just do all of this right now. I wonder if I should like add some epic music here or something while we're fighting the mycelium as fast as we can. I think I'm pretty much done with this. My voice is leaving me. I did do this for way too long, and now my voice is starting to go away. But I think that it's done. I don't see any mycelium. Sorry. I think it's done. Oh, 2 blocks. 2 blocks right there. But all of this is grass. I did look everywhere, and the only things I can find are like little groups of like 1 to 2 blocks. I think that's a couple over there. That's a little platform there. I'll do those 2 places. But yeah, it's like, let me fly up to this spot. Whoa. I did not expect to land like this, but that's good because I wanted to remove this mushroom anyways. But I think that we're finally done. Removing all of the mycelium of this island, all of the mycelium. I still don't know which to say, mycelium. Which one is the right word? The right word to say. There we go. There are 2 blocks right here. That and that. And I'll remove that just because. Man. What a project this was. Uh-oh, if I'm not careful, I'm gonna kill myself. I did not kill myself, that's good. Nearly. Let's just remove this that I saw from down there. That was it. That was here. Oh, wait. There's a couple more there. No! Ow! Dang it. Can we get up there? It's not gonna get me shoot myself, is it? Oh, there's another platform here. Well, as you can see, it's kind of platform hunting at this point, but I think that for the main part, we did remove all of the main areas of mycelium. Like, all of these are just secondary platforms. Whoops, that was supposed to be there. Well, there are a couple more here. I did not see this area. So this has to be cleaned up. Remove that, and that, and that. I kind of have to, like, go around the island and search for these areas from now on. Fly over here. I kind of missed the spot that I wanted to go to, but that's okay, because I'm still around. But yeah, I think this is pretty much it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish removing these last bits here, and then I'm going to go down, and we're going to see how many blocks of mycelium they will remove in the entire island. Since this is a very, very special day, we are going to do something that we don't really do in normal circumstances. We're going to craft a stack of TNT. That is right, we are going to blow something up. That guy just came from a thunderstorm. I'll have to kill him. We need flint and steel. Do I have flint and steel somewhere? Yes, I do. We are going to light the last place where the mycelium, again, is with TNT, and that's how we're going to deal with it. Let me kill this skeleton horse, and he's dead. I would really like those guys to be able to despawn. I don't think they do despawn, which makes it so I always have to go and kill them, because I've went hundreds of blocks away from one, came back, and he was still there. Unless it's like a time thing. He just despawns after a certain amount of time. That might be it, like 5 minutes or something. We have to head to the back of the island because that's where the last bit of mycelium is. I said it correctly this time at least. We're going to destroy it, and after that we're going to look at the count of how many we mined in the whole time of our survival world. So, let's take a look at this. Right there. Let's fly on over there. There's a mushroom on there. Yep, because it's one of the last spots where there can be anything, like mushroom spawn on mycelium, and this is one of the last spots. Bye-bye. Oh, more steak. I want that. It's one of the last spots. Well, this is, I think, the last spot where mycelium is, and I have to destroy it. So, to have some fun, I'm going to put the TNT in the core of the island, and I'm going to make like a cube with it. What is the middle of the island? The middle should be like here, I think. So let's go down into the stone. I don't want to dig and fall out of the island, so how deep is this? Does this go a lot deeper? This is pretty deep. Man, how deep is this? Okay, there we go. That's how deep it is. So, I think 3 blocks above that, TNT here. This sounds like the beginning of a bad idea, but we're going to do it just for fun. I can't blow myself up. That would be the worst thing that could happen to me. But we're going to dig this out. I'm going to try to do 5 by 5 by 5. I think I have enough for that. No, I do not have enough for that. But 4 by 4 by 4, now that I'm thinking of it, that should be possible. That's 16 times 4, which is exactly 64. So we're going to do 4 by 4 by 4. Let's remove this. I remember in the past when if you punched by accident TNT that you placed, it would blow up on you. That was very bad because when you would dig an area to place it, you had to dig the area first, then place the TNT, or else you would die. Hopefully this would get rid of all the island. I think it should, and this will make a wonderful firework to end this. Yep, this is perfect. Oh man. A 64 TNT placed into this island. Okay, let's do this. Okay. How can I escape the quickest after lighting this up? What's my plan? Okay, this is what I think I'll do. I'll plug this up like this. So I trap myself into here. That sounds like an even better idea. Okay. Now, I want to make an escape route. Right here. I'm going to jump off the island and I'm going to fly off after lighting this up. Okay, so for the goodbye of mycelium in our new paradise, and for the beginning, there are 4 blocks of mycelium up there. You didn't see that? Okay, so for the beginning of a new era, where we have conquered this hostile world and made it ours. We have made beaches, and now we have just finished with the last of the mycelium. My heart is pumping. Let's do this. No backup. The heck? Oh my gosh, it blew up some here. I did not expect it would do this. That really got launched down here, man. But we got most of it. There'll be a little bit of a cleanup to do. But I'll have to do that off camera. Because that's going to be just tedious work. Not even part of the Grassy Wednesday, removing an island made out of stone. That's not... What are you talking about? That's not even related to what we do in Grassy... Well, there are a couple of blocks of mycelium up there, but I'll still do that off. And I was like, why does it give me cobble? But that's because it's TNT. It doesn't silk touch stuff. Alright. So, let's see how many blocks of mycelium that we destroyed so far into this world. Statistics. Blocks. Where is mycelium? Where is it? Right here. 55,000. We destroyed 55,000 by hand. I think that's what we picked up. 14,000. Is that it? Picked up. Yes. But the thing is, the picked up statistic was only added in the last update. So I think it just lacks a lot of information because it only tracks what I picked up since I updated to 1.10. Not all that I did before that. That's why it's so low. But 55,000 mycelium have been removed. We can pretty much say we're done with this. Look at this island. It's grass. Like, all of it is grass. Maybe I forgot 1 or 2 blocks of mycelium. Okay, I'm gonna admit that. But we are done with this. We finished Grassy Wednesdays. We have to, like, maybe correct some parts of this, but what we did the series for, the objective, the goal has been accomplished. We are done. We are done with this. Episode 25. Oh, that's another hole made by TNT. Episode 25 of the Grassy Wednesday. Good number to end it. I'll miss this series. I'll miss the podcasty feel and just recording these. It was a pretty fun series to make. I'm glad to see that we actually finished a project. So that's another series that I can add to my done list. I really need to get some more stuff here. I don't think this will do. It might be enough. Yeah, that's enough. Hopefully the TNT did not do some more damage. I don't think it did. I think that's pretty good. We'll have to finish removing that. Anyways, man, this has been good. This has been good. We finished one big part of the terraforming of this island. And as the sun is setting, we're gonna end this here. Beautiful sunset on my new paradise in the sea. Complete. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you soon in the Let's Play. MaitreDesBlocs out.
I'm sorry, your world was never meant to be, but the humans couldn't see.